What's up guys, Heroic Lemon here.
And Heroic Mushroom with the Combat Axe Camper Hotspot tutorial for the DLC Uprising. We're bringing it back just for the Camper Hotspots. We're going to do the bank shot breakdowns obviously, but at a later date.
So if we just have a look at the heat map here, there's those guys camping on the stage, you all know them. But once you've seen them there, push into this blue wall here, and you're going to put your ballistic knife reticle in line, the left tip in line with the top of that sail there. It's a really sick shot and it does a double bank, and we're going to name it the drum bank because it gets right off the tom-tom of the drum kit, which is freaking cool.
Now the second shot is very similar. It goes over to a very close place as well. It's kind of like the sniper spot on this map to just do the cross maps across there. You want to push up onto the brick line here, turn around and line up your combat axe with the crane in the distance. So you might need to jump just to see it. And then line it up and bring the top of it, so the top square of the combat axe reticle, up onto that light. So just the edge of the light, that's the right height for you to hit that crane over there. So you just want to pull it up, throw it, and you get this nice little double bank off the speakers. So now we've done drums and speakers, we're going to have a music session.
But we don't actually get a guitar bank, which was kind of our aim. But the last one here is for those guys camping in that window. So once you see them there, I don't know if anyone will go up there, but you can push into this little pot here, and you want to put the bottom tip of your combat axe reticle on the left tip of that stadium pillar in the background. It doesn't really matter where on the pillar it goes, but it goes right into that window and will take them out 100%.
The next map is Magma, and it's not quite as terrible as Encore, but it is kind of just a downer in multiple ways. But the first bank that we're going to be looking at is over here, just by the train window. You can go across to the other side of the map here, push into this little corner here. Now you want to line up your ballistic knife on the tip of that pole you can see there, and the left side of that rock in the distance there. You can pause it just so you can line it up a little easier. It's kind of hard to describe. But once you get that right height and that elevation across there, you get it right across and it goes straight into the window there, kind of like the last shot on Encore.
Yeah, that one's a really sick shot. Now the next one is going to be going to these guys that camp in the middle window, looking over the B flag. So once you've seen them there, just have a peep, see if you're still there. But you can push back into the wall behind you and go right off, put the bottom box, of your combat axe reticle right on the tip where it says spaceship and the line in the middle. And it just carries, makes it just into that window there. Obviously you can move around if you want to get it into the middle of the window.
Now this last shot is definitely my favorite. It's for the guys who stand behind the crate sniping down to the spawn down here. You want to run around in super fast mode, jump up on this little ledge here, and then you can line up the bottom of your ballistic knife with the bottom of the grey bit there and just jump and throw the combat axe. And it's a nice clean shot that just gets the perfect distance over to them over there. Really cool shot, really easy to do on the fly, and you can just pick people off. It's so cool.
The next map, Studio, obviously the Firing Range remake. Another disappointing map in our minds. So the first one, we're actually going to be doing 2 spots for the guys that camp up on that the middle perch. So basically it's just really easy, line it up with the slanted roof on the, what is that? House. A barn. But that one is not so much a push-in spot, it's so you guys can sort of tweak it, but it does give a bit of a left angle there, so try and move a bit to the right.
This next shot is really cool. It's kind of my favorite one on this map. If you see people camping up there like they always do, you can just push into this doorway here, look up to the left of that light up there, and it just banks perfectly off and skims the face of that whole thing. You can move to your right a little bit more to get the angle across, and it will actually come down near the A side, near the A flag side, but it just works perfectly.
So here's the second shot for the middle guys in that perch. But this one, if you see them up there in the corner there, or if they're in the window sniping down to the barn we were talking about before, push into this red box here, and you're going to put the ballistic knife on the bottom of that leaf. Just line it up horizontally with the bottom of that leaf, right over the middle of that rock. Does a really sick little jump up bank off the rocks and gets them right in the leg as they're shooting through that window.
Now there are some cool banks on the next map, Vertigo, which we're going to look at. The first one we start off with is the one where people, again, this is a sniping spot up in the corner where they snipe down the ramp and they just chill there. You can flank all the way around them. If you're on the other side, better yet, you can see them there, and it's just a nice easy bank through the top window here off that little brick wall there. It's just so easy to hit, so accurate, you're never going to miss it. It literally comes down every time to that point, and it's so easy to line up.
Now the next one is to the people that snipe on the floor usually, to the people who camp at sea. Not that this is a domination spot, but they're sitting there and you want to push into the brick wall, the first panel of bricks there, line it up with the left hand side so the bottom box is just on the top of that that white panel there. It banks right over and in through the glass. If you're lucky, it'll smash it, but just makes it under that bridge. That was really sick.
It's a really nice kill cam too. It always looks good when you smash through a window like that. The next spot is over in this corner here where people sort of camp. It's similar to that C spot as they're like sort of just holding the spawn off. You push into this little piece of greenery there and line up the top of your combat axe with the left side of the top of that pole there. And you should just skim it right past and it hits a nice little angle on the glass wall up there and banks straight through the window. Again, these kill cams are awesome with the windows.
Yeah, this was more of a hotspot. The heat map told us that that spot was really high traffic area, so that's what you're going to get there.
And if you haven't seen them yet, the Bank Shot Breakdown, You Say We Bank, and Top 10, that's Hijacked, episode 14 of You Say We Bank, and episode 13 of the Top 10.
Now in the top right hand corner where it says bank, that's where we're going to put chapter 4, and there's all our social media links. And yes, we do have an Instagram, so if you on Instagram, type in HeroicBankshots and follow us.
Best way to get in contact is probably Twitter and probably mine because Lemon's never on.
I'm not. Make sure you like our Facebook as well.
If that's what you're into.
I'm into you.